Hey there everybody, welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays Fantasy Age from greenronin Publishing. I am the Game Master, Johananon.
It's me, Casualty, CDG. I am the co-host of Fresh Out the Box. I'm a retired child crimes and human trafficking detective turned tabletop titan and improv comedian. And today I'm happy to reprise my role as Solwyn, a high elf that comes from the Fae.
Hey folks, I'm Erin Bombier, also known as Erin Dippity Doo on the webs, and I'm a designer with Adventure Slaying Productions, co-host of the Adventure Slaying podcast, and I am stepping back into Belor Cruising's The Cleric of Beauty, and that's what I'm doing.
I'm the Gary, one in the scary. Hi, I'm Keon. I'm your resident composer, and I'm playing a fish boy. We go by the name of Lawrence Fishborn, Mike, and I'm a fish boy warrior man. I'm trying to figure out what happened, where I came from.
You've all been booned.
That was quick.
Thank you, Vampire Bites. Vampire Bites was pining for this game. They came into the Discord yesterday being like, "Hey, what gives? Where's the game?" And I was like, "That's tomorrow."
Vampire Bites in his ears. Every
ready for it.
Thursday is Thursdage again. The return of Thursdage on Fresh Out the Box. For a long time, it was The Expanse. Now it is Fantasy Age.
Now, one of these days it might be Cthulhu Awakens, but who knows?
That's one of their games too?
Yeah, it just got kickstarted, so it's not done yet. But yeah. I mean, technically I could run it. I do have pre-release materials and permission to run it, so I don't know. But yeah, anyways, here we are. Back on the thing. Oh yeah, it's my turn. Now I do the thing. Alright, so where we last left off, y'all had escaped the Inquisition. Kind of a rough introduction to the world, but I thought it was important to show y'all the way things are now. kind of set the tone, just so in the future, if you see inquisitors, you're afraid. Just to make sure that you got it right. You did escape on a sloop, which is a boat. I don't like that word. I don't like the word.
The amount of times that we said poop sloop before the stream started has me unable to hear the word sloop without thinking poop sloop.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, y'all stole a poop sloop and are now out in the bay here, in the Bay Area. You just got through avoiding a storm and the Inquisitor's ship. It's been about a day. It's kind of dawn on the first day on the sea, and all of you realize you didn't prepare for this. You're not ready for a sea journey. You didn't have time. But I believe we ended last session with land ho. There is a island up ahead. You're not sure which one. You kind of got knocked off course, and I don't think any of you have a map. You got knocked off course a bit by the storm, but there is an island up ahead. It's a pretty big one. It's not like a little. It's not like a little itty bitty. It's a pretty good sized island, like a. Not quite Scotland, but it's pretty big. It's a good size. You put more than one house on it. It's big enough that you can see a mountain peak on it, if that helps.
Is it the city island we're trying to go to?
No, that's very far away.
Okay, so this is just an island along the way, hopefully.
This is it's one of the closest islands to Eastport. You're not sure which one, but there is one that's like really, really close. That kind of looks like. I guess. Yeah, you don't have your sailor with you. Whatever. I'll give him
that's what I was gonna say. Is like, hopefully, if Thomas were here, he could tell us if he recognized the area.
Oh yes, I am Armando or whatever my name is. That island. She is a beauty and full of a mystery. That's him. He doesn't know. He rolled bad.
Mate, are you okay? You sound like shit.
Maybe I sound like shit, but I don't look like shit like you do.
That's fish racist, wasn't it? Because I got gills? Because I smell like fish? It's just my natural odor. It's my au revoir.
We should probably keep going. This is not the island we seek, is probably what he would say.
Yeah, this is not the island that we seek. It's definitely not that one. He knows that. You guys are heading to Torrance, which is on an island that's pretty much big enough to be a country. And it is a city-state. You're trying to get away from the kingdom. Because that's where all this bad stuff's going. You're just kind of trying to survive at this point. You got dumped headlong into it. But yeah, there is land up ahead. It's sort of early morning, sun coming up over the water. The waves are calm after the storm, but there is a bit of mist in the air surrounding the island.
Okay. Should we stop here at this island, actually, instead of continuing? Because I'm pretty sure this barrel has nothing but old water in it.
Yeah, we could go explore a little bit, kind of see if there's anything we can resupply on. That's what I think.
Some coconuts or something.
Also, that barrel is no longer full of water. I, at some point last night, finished the water and used it to dispose of my... let's call it human waste.
Greenronin Publishing, thank you for the 300 bits. Appreciate it. They say happy 50th birthday, fresh out the box. Don't know what that is,
Hey!
but that's exciting.
50th birthday.
It's our 50th birthday. I remember
We're
when
50.
you used to have
We've
to...
been doing this stream for 50 years. We were one of the first on Twitch. We were one of the first on YouTube. first on Facebook. We've been doing this a long time.
The internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 72 is when we kicked this show off, and we've got 200 followers, so we're feeling pretty good about that.
My first set of dice is made out of baby's teeth. Yeah.
I've been listening to too much Dollop recently and how horrible American history is, so only awful things are coming to mind about what we would have historically been doing playing this game way back in time, so just let it go.
Just let it go. Just let it go.
I mean, that's a fun topic, but that can get real upsetting real quick.
What would it be like if they played Dungeons and Dragons in the 1800s in America?
All you have to do is go look at
No. Rewind.
just go look at old TSR tweets, and you can be transported.
Enough right there.
Zing. He dunks on him. All right. Let's go.
Hi Troy. Yeah, so there's the island, and you've decided you would like to sally forth, correct?
Yes.
So you do have options here. I mean, what's your approach here? You can try to land just, near the shore and rowboat it. You can try to find a port. You can do anything you want, but
Yeah.
really,
So
it's your approach.
how is this island looking inhabited, or is it just like an island?
Odds. I mean, you're not that far away from a pretty major port city, so odds are it's inhabited. You would imagine.
There's not like a dock.
You don't see one immediately. I wanted to give you some options. If you saw it immediately, that means they probably saw you, but
I mean, I guess since we have two people that are just going to be chilling on the boat, three of us could just take a little rowboat, right?
Yeah.
a bit of a
It's a good idea.
All right.
But I'll get behind it and I'll just kick my feet and I'll push it.
I feel like there's
Very
no way
effective.
that's more effective than rowing, but maybe.
I'm a fish boy.
You're a fish boy. That's very true. But yeah, so you guys get in this fish boy powered ship, and scoot along towards the shore. You're just hitting it from the backside here. So it's just like cliffs, and there's a bit of like kind of a shitty beach. I don't know. I know what I said.
I didn't even catch it, but I saw Keon. I saw it register across his face.
It registered immediately with me, but I pretended,
yeah.
and then but Keon noticed. So yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
Shitty Beach is my favorite Gorillaz album.
Oh man, that is a really bad album.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys, be nice. But yeah, you guys are approaching this island from a rarely used entrance. It's no better. But
We're hitting it up from the backside.
hit it up from the backside.
We are pounding it from behind.
As you
Making the poop soup around.
As you make your approach, there's a lot of stuff floating in the water. There's like driftwood and that kind of thing. It seems like there's some plant life coming out, like maybe some like the roots of trees or something are in this water as you get closer. And it makes it it would be really hard to bring your ship up this way. And ahead of you there are cliffs. But you do see what looks like some sort of path through the cliffs up to the island proper. No real issue there. You make landfall. What do you do with your boat?
Drag it up onto the sand.
Dragging it up onto the sand. Absolutely no problem there. Yeah, you look around. I mean, you guys see when you look around in this debris, you can tell, odds are, probably people live here. You see worked wood, like planks and that kind of thing amongst the driftwood. Things of that
What
nature.
happened here? Is there some kind of storm that knocked all of this down, or some flood or something? It looks like trees are underwater, with fresh vegetation.
We should see if there's a shipwreck or anything that we can take.
It might be worth a dive if you want to swim around down there and see if there's anything, Lawrence. And before you go, Lawrence, let me just say, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you pushing us in and not having to row. You see, I don't have rowing hands, and it's just been great to have you along.
I could tell from your composure you were very weak, so I started to help. Thank you. I see where you're from. Things must not weigh very much. All right, boy.
It's kind of true, but damn.
He's a strange fellow, isn't he?
It's strange, but there is something that shines in that bluntness, isn't there?
Things where I'm from aren't very heavy. No, they're not unnecessarily heavy at all. Why would they be?
Well, have you ever been hit in the head with a heavy object?
Yes, that's why we've made them lighter.
Yeah, you're from the land of dreams, so it makes sense that things wouldn't weigh that much. It's just a funny observation. Yeah, so are you going to dive in this water there, fish boy?
Yeah. Do I need to roll for that?
It depends. So? It depends on what you are trying to do here. What are you doing? Like, what are you looking for? And your answer influences the roll you're going to do and what you're going to find.
So it's not just what you're doing, it's also how you're doing.
Yeah, which is all very important.
And I think if I could do I have the natural lore intelligence thing. I just want to see what happened, and what's been here in the last few, hours, kind of get a surveillance of the situation with the storm and. Yeah. No.
Yeah, you want to check out this area? Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Roll your 3d6 plus your intelligence.
I got that 3 plus.
Or just click intelligence. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. Wait, will it count my lore?
If you click
it will
on
if you
lore.
click the word lore.
Yeah.
No.
Which you did. All right. Yeah, 14. 14's not bad. You're not. I mean, it's damn near scholarly. It's pretty good. So you swim down beneath the water, and you're swimming amongst all these roots and debris. You do find things down here, odd bits of rusted metal, old fishing hooks, like a ripped open net. People definitely live near this, on or near this island. The tree branches are all just kind of coming up and down. It looks like maybe a tree fell in the water at some point a long time ago and just somehow survived, even though it's in salt water. But you can see it's the same tree that's growing up. You can see where it goes up the cliff. So there is a tree sitting up there. But yeah, I mean, the storm definitely had its effect, but you don't see any, you don't see a crash ship or anything. This isn't like a ship graveyard or anything like that.
Cool.
Is that all you were interested in?
I mean, I'm always down to look for treasure. I just don't know how I wouldn't have found it. What I just did.
Because you rolled natural lore. You weren't looking for treasure.
I gotta look differently?
Yeah, you gotta use perception to find treasure.
Alright, let me
Correct.
look differently real quick.
Yeah, so what you did, since you were intelligence, you were learning all about the thing, but now you're going to use your perception balls to look around with your looking peepers.
Can I use my strength to break the ground?
So you could probably use your strength to, move some
my God.
driftwood and see if there's anything underneath it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh wait, I think I got lucky.
Oh, jeez. All right. For those at home, he got 18 with 6 stunt points.
Yeah,
on his perception, on his perceptibles.
On perceptibles, yeah. So that's pretty good. Stunts is on page 36, I think.
No, but then there's more stunts. It's exploration stunts. 77.
77, that's right.
Because why would you put them all next to each other?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
A quick question, really fast. Did we get a full rest in terms of magic point recovery, or was it just like
Yeah, you got a full rest.
Cool.
This is exploration. I got 6 of dams.
Jesus, you did get 6.
Success.
until the time or venue choose a focus you don't have. The following the same ability as a test you're making. You're considered out of the focus. The discoveries lead to combat within a moment. Okay. One I'll take is the upper hand for 4. If your discoveries lead to combat within a moment or two. No, never mind. I'm sorry. No. There's so much to read.
There is a lot, and these are all very different from some of the other ones. I'm surprised to not see certain things. You can do efficient research to learn more about the area. You can do... I mean, honestly, you can probably just spend them all, and you'll probably find something cool. I feel like 6 is a good one.
To do efficient research?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm surprised resources at hand doesn't give you resources.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Because they have stunts in other games.
Choose a focus you don't have.
Oh, I
Okay.
know what you're asking, Vampire. No, not that I've seen, but I am looking into it to try and find if they have something like, what was it called in the Expanse, Gary? Churn.
What happens in the Expanse when you get a 6 stun point?
If you get a 6 in the drama dice, whether you get stun points or not in the Expanse, and there's a version for Modern Age as well, you generate this point in this pool that accumulates, and when it hits certain tiers, bad stuff can happen. It's pretty fun. But, yeah, so I'm going to say, just for expediency's sake here, you are searching around. You're going to find something pretty decent, I think. Yeah, that's fair enough. You see you're like rooting around, you pick up like an old glass bottle, but you notice that the cork's still in it. So-
Is it? I grab it. I take the cork off.
Underwater?
No.
Okay. Cool. So you swim to the surface, take the cork out. There's some strange red liquid inside.
Cool.
It has a weird smell.
I really huff it. Like I really get it like right out to my gills, and I just to find out what it is.
I mean, I'm sure you probably know what a healing potion smells like, so.
Oh, okay.
They are pretty common, it says, so. Yeah.
Okay. I cork that sucker. I keep it.
I feel like a roll like that deserves a healing potion, in my opinion.
Thank you.
Yeah. Had to figure out a way to get them to you guys anyways. But yeah.
Plan me.
But there we go.
Yeah, that way Erin doesn't have to spend all of her points healing you assholes.
Just trying to keep you all alive.
Yeah. I'll do you one.
But yeah, so you're all done flapping about in the water. You did it. You found a thing. I don't know why it never occurred to me that you might do that.
Do what? Jump in the water?
Yeah, it didn't occur to me. Sometimes it just doesn't,
Wow.
Can't account for everything.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. You have a fish man, though, so you have to plan on us jumping in water every time now.
It definitely seems obvious now, but
Yeah, right.
In
I
hindsight.
thought that was part of why we were doing the water thing.
I just didn't.
That is
I didn't think
true.
it was going to happen. But yeah, so you are all on the beach now. A healing potion in hand. You see kind of a path that leads up. It's not meant to be walked up. It's not like stairs or anything, but it's not too hard to climb.
It's good.
Yeah, you guys.
Also, that tree is just astoundingly beautiful. I can't believe it's even still alive.
It is interesting. It's a weird looking tree. It's all spiraled up
Incredible.
and bent, and it's just hanging over the cliffside. But
You know, every tree has a story to tell. I bet his is a great story indeed.
It would appear so. It definitely looks it.
can you ask it, Gary? Is that something you can do?
Not Not yet.
Okay, good. I didn't prepare a tree speech, Gary.
No, don't worry. Can't
I was
talk to
getting all
trees yet.
nervous. I was like, oh no, they want to talk to the tree. All right.
Like, oh, water, we're talking to the trees.
No, it just seems like a thing that my people would do. It would be a pretty common thing from where I'm from.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all climb up this little bank here. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not gonna make you roll. And you get up top. You're like, I don't know. Went up like 8 feet. Now you're standing. You can look down the sloping hills. You can see a wooded area up ahead. To your left, there's like a mountain top. What is your goal? Are you looking for the town? Are you trying to hunt? Are you gonna fish? Like, what are you doing?
Well, it seems like there are people who live here. I mean, we could go hunting if you two would rather, but personally, I'd like to see if we can scavenge some goods from whatever town or establishment is here on this island.
Hey, pretty boy. How much gold did you come here to from Fairyland?
Well, I hail from the Fae, and I've brought with me a substantial amount of gold. You see, I wish to buy some things before we adventure. I believe it is wisest to head to the town. Maybe they'll receive us as honored guests and invite us to a feast or a thing of sorts. Maybe we won't have to spend any money at all. I found that connections go a long way. Perhaps they'll just love making our acquaintance.
We'll hope so, and hope it's not something like more of those inquisitors or followers of the Bright Lord or anything like that.
Well,
Yes,
I still didn't have a chance to speak with those followers of Bright Lord before the ruffians started tearing everything up. So maybe next time you let me take the lead.
Well, I'm
Keep it
sure
out.
this experience will be drama-free, no problems, no strange, mysterious enemies will appear. Nothing will just be a routine trip
Oh,
to the
heavens.
town. Let's go.
I should hope no mysterious enemies appear. That would be dreadful.
Roll initiative.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't roll initiative. Yeah. So y'all are in search of the town. Absolutely. Which way you want to try?
North.
Yeah, north. We came from southish.
Yeah.
There was the woods to our left, right? Or
To the
mountains
left
to
is the
left?
mountain. To the right is the forest, and that's more northernly.
Is there any paths that kind of point when? Okay, that's more northerly. That works for me.
Yeah, there's a
More
path
likely.
going towards the mountain from the woods, so there is a path there. Another clear sign of habitation. Y'all head on to the woods, and you walk for a good little bit, about like 20 minutes. It's not too much of a venture. It's a nice little forest. The sun is now fully up. It's still pretty early morning, probably about 8. In the woods, you see something kind of just hanging there, like something small off. Don't worry, Gary. something. I realized how it
Don't worry.
sounded as I was saying
Don't
it.
worry, it's not a body.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a body. There's something hanging off to the left in the trees, just like close to the ground.
Ooh, look there, a clue.
Oh, what is it?
To what?
Oh, crikey! We used to go check it out, Shaggy.
Yeah, I think we'll go over and investigate this clue.
As you get closer, you see it is a rabbit hanging from a snare trap.
Oh. I mean,
Breakfast already.
we could take this rabbit, but I mean, if somebody's going to come back to this trap looking for it.
We could always reset the trap.
It's just a simple snare.
That's true. That's fair.
Good idea.
And rabbits are plenty. I'm sure another one will jump into his trap anyway. For long.
Also, if someone's trapping this trail, then someone lives nearby, and someone will be out this way before too long. So, we have few options. We could try to find their steps and find their camp. We could wait here for them, or we could take their food and continue on our way.
I think we should leave the food so we don't show up with their stolen rabbit unless we plan to give it to them.
Maybe that's a great idea. We bring the rabbit, let them know we've reset their trap, and brought them food.
Do you think he'd notice if an ear was missing from the rabbit?
I don't
It's too
know.
late. It's too late. I already ate the ear from the rabbit. But that's it. That's it.
Well, I didn't see it.
That's it.
As far
I
as,
didn't hear it.
as far as I'm concerned, that rabbit was born with one ear. And one freshly bloody stump.
Aaron, make a perception check.
Let a good perception check. 10.
Yeah.
With 3 sound points if those come into play. Or do I get them off this roll? Does that work?
Only if you
Okay.
succeed, so I have to find out if you succeeded. Yeah, you get them off this roll. You notice that someone's been watching you guys the whole time. Like from around a tree, just kind of sitting there.
Oh, and I sort of nudge whoever's next to me, probably, oh gosh, Gary, what's your character's name again?
Solwyn.
Solwyn. Thank you. I nudge Solwyn and sort of nod, hello there. Speaking to the guy over there, the figure over there. I see you hiding over there and know you're watching us. Is this your trap?
He'll just
And
kind of.
perhaps your rabbits?
His what?
Is this your trap and perhaps your rabbits?
So you said wabbit. It's wabbit season. Yeah, a man will step out from behind the tree. He has a bow slung over his shoulder. He's not standing in an aggressive manner or anything. But he does have an axe that he's leaning up on. It looks like a woodsman's axe though, not really like a warrior's axe. He's a middle-aged man with a beard, dark hair, and wearing just pretty simple cloak and clothing. Nothing too extravagant at all. And I was just watching you guys, seeing what you were gonna do.
Yeah, totally cool, totally normal. Yeah, very chill, normal stuff. Oh, did you cut the ear off this rabbit? Because that's very strange.
An
Very sadistic of you.
an interesting man you are. He'll approach. Not really worried. He doesn't seem too worried about it. He'll put his hand out for the rabbit. But yeah, that is my snare trap, if you don't mind.
Clear skies and good morrow, traveler. We're not from this region. We're looking for the closest town. Could you perhaps point us in that direction?
Do you give him the rabbit?
I think. Yeah, that's a Keon question.
Yeah, whoever.
Yeah, I got what I came for.
He'll take it. He'll not. Don't worry. I heard you say that you were gonna turn it in anyways. Yeah. The nearest city is that away. I'm heading in now. You'll see him as he's talking. He's pulling something out from behind a tree. It's like a bunch of sticks with string, and there's other rabbits hanging off of it. Just like some sort of catch carrier. I was heading in if you want to follow me.
It would be our pleasure.
Yarr.
Lead the way.
Y'all will head on down the road. It's another 30 minutes about. And he's sort of just, he seems like a pretty normal guy. He's just kind of humming as he's walking. Some old tune for the pub kind of thing. But before too long,
How does it go?
I'm not,
Thank you.
no problem.
Feel immersed. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Even though you can definitely tell what song that was. It's not a fantasy song.
Look, no one knows what song that is. That's a fantasy song. It's a brand new original that you created now here, fresh.
Out the box.
Is that a goblin? Oh shit, I think it is. He's over there and he's kind of scary. Yep. But yeah, so y'all head on to town with him humming this tune. I guess I'll ask you some questions. So where are y'all from?
We just left the port of Mist Harbor, right? Is that where we were?
Eastport.
Eastport. We just left Eastport. Just on a travel, looking to get some supplies, however, as we've run low on our small ship.
Huh.
We don't plan on staying for long, just passing through.
Since you told the truth, you do not need to roll to deceive. That's a nice change of pace.
Just enough of the truth.
Just enough of the truth. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, it was pretty honest. Oh, well, that's interesting. Eastport, huh? Can't say I much care for it. I prefer Weighted Well. He'll say. I prefer Weighted Well.
Is that what we all know?
Yeah. You must have been lost in the storm, huh? It was a doozy. Yeah, this is Weighted Well. And we're heading to the town, since you don't know, of Troutwater.
Hmm.
No. Troutwater on Weighted Well Isle.
Troutwater is known for their local cocktail.
Gross. It's a fishing town, in case you were wondering. But yeah, it's not a very big place, but it's home. Yeah. He'll take you. You'll enter the confines of the city at this point. You'll just sort of walk from the woods, take a few steps away from the trees, and boom, buildings. They're all one-story little shacks, individual buildings here and there. There's a slightly larger building near the dock, where you can actually see a couple ships tied up. Nothing big, no big ships. The larger building seems to be some sort of trading outpost. There are people lining up with goods, taking stuff to and fro. There's a kind of a small town square with a like a little bell kind of thing. It's like a sign that's like this big. It's not very big. There's a bell like inlaid into it that you can tell it is functional. There's people going about their business.
Excuse me, Huntsman, before you go, who governs these people? I should like to speak to them.
This Mayor Hazelwood.
And could you point me in this mayor's direction?
I'll look around. I don't see him right now, but you might check the tavern.
Right. Thank you for everything, for leading us here and for your information. You've been very helpful.
No problem. My pleasure. Thanks for not stealing my rabbit. And he'll kind of nod. He'll just walk. He walks very leisurely, you'll notice. Walks the same way he talks. Seems like a pretty laid-back fella. But he'll disappear into one of the buildings, one of the smaller shacks. And you can see there are skins and whatnot tied up on stretching racks and that kind of thing. You assume it must be his house. But yeah, so you did find the town. Not too hard. What do you want to do?
Okay, well, if you want to meet the mayor, then we could go to that tavern, but while we're there, we'll probably want to ask about a market, at the very least.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe we should buy some gear, but you're right. Maybe we should go to the tavern first and ask for directions. That way we don't have to lug stuff around all day, or else my back and neck will be killing me.
Yeah, nobody should like it for you.
No, I'll carry some of the things. It depends on how much I get. I should like to buy a very comfortable backpack if we'll be hiking often.
I have a question. What is buying?
You know what buying is?
Oh, I don't just steal everything?
There's no way you don't know what buying is. Pirates know what buying is. They buy stuff.
Okay, well, I'm glad we cleared that up.
It's where you trade gold for things, for items. You don't just take them, but you give gold and receive items in return.
It's an exchange.
Like prostitutes.
Like a trade.
There you go.
Something like that, yeah.
Some little kid pipes in over here and they're going, like a prostitute.
Cloaca.
I don't find
you
myself liking this town as much as I thought I would. It's a strange little boy. What are they doing to the children here?
Yeah, but you want to head to the tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to go see the mayor before you buy stuff. Alright. Yeah, so the local drinking establishment is also the inn. It is one of the few two-story buildings in the city, and it doesn't have a name on it or anything because a lot of people can't read. So it's just a picture of a woman's body with a fish head. Yeah, and it's like in a sexy pose though. Like, yeah.
What is a sexy pose in this context?
It's like a fish is trying to be sexy in a human's body, which I imagine has like head up, like arched back, and feet like coming like this, like an up, like a sideways C kind of thing.
It's a sideways C.
It's hot.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
You know her.
Oh, that's Chloe Cloaca. She was my prom date.
Wow.
Chloe Cloaca. Alright, well, we'll unpack that later. But yes, this is the bar. We'll call it the Fish Head, just for...
Welcome to Chloe's. How can I help you?
Don't eat the chowder.
Don't eat anything. Don't put anything here to your lips directly.
It's my young.
I get my eggs on everything.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's like Frank's Red Hot sauce. I put that shit on everything. But yeah. So you step in through the swinging doors of this establishment. You're immediately just hit with the smell of stale beer and fish. There's a lot of fish smell going on in here. You'll notice that there are a bunch of fishes hanging in the back behind the bar that they must be, preparing freshly for the guests. There's a dwarf standing on like a what looks like an old tree stump, just chopping fish heads off and like preparing them for some sort of massive stew behind the counter. And then there's a woman. She is older, about 40, which is old for medieval times, with bright red hair and one of those moles on her face that was probably attractive like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's all kinds of most of the people in here are fishermen and women, all kind of having themselves. There's not a lot of drinking going on right now because it's like 9 a.m. But there is a man sitting at the bar, not dressed like a fisherman, who is drinking.
Alright, so the mayor is either that one man who's not a fisherman or the mole on that woman's face. I'll go for the mole. You guys get the man. We're gonna kill him, right?
No. God, Lord, no.
That's not why we're here?
That's
No,
not over
okay.
here now.
No. I would like to, here, let's just come with me. Excuse me, sir. Are these seats taken?
He'll just kind of say, he'll look at you guys. I suppose not. Can I help you?
Good morning. We have heard that you're the governor of these fine lands.
Mayor, yeah. That's me.
Yes, you see, my name is Solwyn, and I come from beyond the Fae. My family has been corrupted, taken from the dark side of the Fae. Now, the sun itself may become corrupted. My father is the Emperor of the Sun, and I am his third son.
Look here, buddy. It's 9 a.m. Let's bring it down by like this much. You're sending a lot of information at this guy. He's not ready for.
I'll try to go slowly. We seek an army to defeat the dark forces of the Fae and free my father, the Emperor of the Sun.
I'm gonna lean in to Solwyn and say, I don't think this one has an army, and I don't think he's gonna find us one. Or you one. We're here for food and supplies.
We also would like to know of the closest market.
That I can help you with. And he'll point like through the window. You can see that bigger building I talked about earlier. There's a trading post. Don't let the door hit you. We all got problems, buddy.
Well, we certainly will have very, very big problems when the sun is corrupted by the dark Fae. When monsters, haunt you in your dreams, then we'll have problems.
I already have enough trouble sleeping as is. You're saying it's going to get worse?
Well, yes, your nightmares could become a waking reality. All sorts of things could be done with the dark evil, with the magic they've unleashed. You have no idea the shadow monsters I've seen. My brother unleashed them on our royal court. There was nothing any of us could do. Our magics, our weapons were all useless. You see, the heart of our home was attacked.
He's going to stand up. He doesn't seem like smashed or anything, but he's definitely been drinking a little bit of morning beer. Look, Solwyn, right? Solwyn?
Yes, Mayor.
Nightmare's already walked these lands, and we already have problems. So, go take it up with whatever elven king you could find elsewhere.
Oh, is there an elven king? Could you point us towards the elven king?
There's not an elven king.
Oh, I understand now. Yes, I'm sorry. That one's gone over my head. That was a good... You've dismissed me. Have a good day.
You notice all the fishermen sitting at the tables eating their fish stew. Kind of looking at... They're all kind of looking. Like, they're taking turns trying to pretend like they're not looking kind of thing. But it seems like they're looking at the mayor more than anything.
Oh, there's something fishy about this mayor.
Sure, it's not just the tavern.
Oh, yep. It could also be the tavern that smells like fish.
The older woman's gonna come up to you. Can I get you anything?
Information, maybe. We want to know what's happening in this town.
Not much is happening in this town, I'm afraid. Nothing but fish and drinking.
Why is everybody so concerned with the mayor being here? Is he not usually here?
He'll like, he's like right there. He'll be like, and he's gonna like get up and like walk away somewhere into like the corner. Yep. He's been troubled lately. we've been having some problems.
Yeah, like the ones I asked about. What are those?
That's so. God damn it! You really threw me off there, buddy.
It's yes
Somebody
and.
gave you a GM boom, by the way, so you might have that in the pocket to get some revenge later.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, there are some issues that we've been having. The mayor's been thinking that it's something that I don't think it can't be. There's some sort of issue. People aren't coming back from. Let me look over the news. Stonehill. There's a town. There's a town up in the mountains. They don't have water access, so their supplies come through us. But the last train didn't make it through, and the person we sent to check it out didn't come back.
All right.
I
Well.
see.
Go ahead.
No, go. Well, I was just gonna say that that sounds like a problem indeed. Do you think that if we help solve this problem, that the mayor would be open to giving us some supplies, as we need them for our travels? I guess we should talk to him about it. Not you, Solwyn. But maybe he'd be interested in making a deal. Is there anything else you can tell us about what's going on up this mountain? Anything, or what you can say about the town up there?
I mean, they're a small mining town. There's some good iron up in there. But before we lost contact, the mayor's daughter had gone that way. So I think he's just anxious to know what's going on.
I see. Well, then, thank you. That'll actually be it. No food or drinks for me, at least. That was enough, thanks. And then I'm gonna kind of turn, like, insinuate the party come turn with me. Okay, let's go talk to the mayor again. And,
Yes, I think if we can find out what happened to his daughter, maybe he will lend us an army to fight the Dark Fae.
it reminds me to have a conversation with you about human governance structures, because this guy is not going to have an army for us unless you want fishermen, in which case you're still not going to have an army.
We'll take all the help we can get.
Well, why don't we start with food and supplies? What's that, Lawrence?
I was saying the same. I think we should take that one step at a. That sounds like a very far-reaching kind of end game, high-level goal that you keep bringing up very early on.
Right.
We should maybe tackle some side quests first.
Right. You see, it's of the utmost importance that the Dark Fae don't corrupt the sun. The sooner we stop them, the better.
All right, we're gonna find you a rehab center and try and deprogram these beliefs from you soon.
I have read legend of the power of humans and the alliance between humans and elves, the creatures of this land, and the things that they can do when they work together. I just am starting to think maybe I landed amongst the wrong group of mortals, and I'll just continue looking until I find them. I know there are great heroes in this land somewhere.
Oh, it's a pity. All right, boy.
Okay, well, let's
The mayor's off in the corner, drinking, sitting at a table, staring into the fire.
allow me to take the lead on this one.
Please do.
And I will approach the mayor and say, "Hello again, Mayor. Sorry to disturb you. I see you're enjoying this lovely morning. We just heard about some of the concerns coming from the mountain, from the town up the mountain, and we wondered if we could perhaps make some sort of a deal."
He'll
We
put
were
his
thinking-
drink down. He'll look at you. I'm listening.
we're thinking we're a fairly capable few, and perhaps we can head up that way and investigate the problems up there, see what we can resolve, and come back. Am I correct in understanding that your daughter has gone up that direction?
Yeah, she went
Is
up
what
that.
I had heard.
She headed up to Stone Hill a few weeks ago. It was before the trouble started, so
I see.
I assume she made it there safely. But she is not returned. She's past due. I'm not sure what is stopping the travel between the two cities. Villages,
Well,
sorry.
If we can find the answer to that and confirm your daughter's safety, would you be willing to gather some travel supplies? You see, we have some sailing to do, and we're in need of some food and various other sailing type of supplies, which I believe my friend Lawrence here can better specify.
If you could solve this problem for us, I'm sure I could put a purse together for you, which you would be free to spend in the market. No problem.
That would be excellent. Yes, then. So was that a deal then? We'll go. We don't have anything else to do here besides spend gold at your market. So how about we head up today and come back as soon as we can?
He'll stand up and he'll take your hand in both his hands and he'll shake it and be like, "It's a deal then." He's and like the way he's shaking your hand, the way he's looking at you, he's just very concerned.
Don't worry. I'm sure that by the time we come back, we'll have nothing but a beautiful story to tell you.
Yeah, he'll pull out he'll point to a map that's on the wall of the island that you're on of Weighted Well, and he'll show you the route through the woods so that you're just kind of familiar with it. It goes this way through the forest, cuts across the coast, heads up into the hills. It's pretty direct, so there's no real chance of anyone having gotten lost. You can see why we're concerned.
Might we save time if we brought our ship around here to this coastline?
Specify.
On the map, you said it goes through the forest and then wraps around towards the coast and then back to the next town.
The coast that he is pointing to, he doesn't realize that's where you made landfall, but that's where you made landfall.
Oh, okay, so we're already real close to it, where our boat is.
Yeah, the path to the left would have led to the mountains, and unprepared trouble it would have been. So, but now you kind of have like a forewarning, a little bit of a readiness.
With this room full of fishermen, does none of you have a legend or a tale to share about what creatures lurk along this path or in these woods? I've heard fishermen of human fishermen tell the greatest stories.
Give me I guess communication. Yeah, this one just has straight up communications. Yeah.
Niner. Roll the niner in the diner.
A 9's not too bad. We'll say that you'll get a lot of stuff about like. So one guy will start talking about how the fish people come up from the sea and steal children at night, that kind of thing. He'll look at Lawrence and he'll be like, no offense, kind of thing.
Why are you looking at me?
No reason. And then another one will talk about, a lone wolf that rests in the hills and, only eats fair maidens and that kind of thing. And then you'll get, we'll say at this point, the huntsman has come into the tavern to sell some of the meat that he had gathered earlier. He'll see you guys, and he'll overhear your question. I don't know what kind of thing could be doing this, but I'll tell you what. I have seen He'll like start holding his hands up. A rather large footprint. Big enough to cave in my chest. That's for sure. Whatever's up there, I would tread carefully.
This footprint, was it like a 5-digit footprint or like a large hoof? What kind of creature do you think could have made such a print?
I'm gonna look at the picture real quick. Yeah. It had, whatever it was, it had long nails, but it seemed to have 5 toes for sure. Or at least, maybe it used to. I think one of them's missing.
Interesting.
Very interesting. And when did these troubles start? You said there was a time when it was safe travels. And when have the troubles began?
About a week ago. Well, actually, we haven't heard anything from anyone in about 4 days.
I'm beginning to wonder if someone's gone missing, or if there's a link here. Someone missing a finger, someone who's been abused or attacked recently who might lash out.
Go ahead. You're investigating. You can give me another communication if you want to. That's a pretty decent question. That's a funny question. I like it.
Another niner in the diner, bro. Big nines. I'm order a Sandy.
You can always talk to old Ten Toes.
Ten toes?
Yeah.
But isn't he missing one of his toes?
Yeah. And then, like, all the fishermen, like, when they say that, they'll, like, start laughing. Like, old 10 toes.
It's like calling a bald guy curly.
Yeah.
And where can we find Mr. Ten Toes?
He's a laborer in the market.
Great, we're headed to the market soon anyways.
Yeah, you want to go talk to old Ten Toes about his
That's
missing toe?
I have no further
Go
questions.
To the market. Sorry, that's transition music.
A link to the past. Yeah, head to the market. You guys head to the market. So there is a building front that faces away from the water that it is like a solid building all the way around, all 4 walls. And you can see in there's like shelves of grain and that kind of thing, lots of dry goods. But the back half and like the left side that faces where the dock kind of is all open air. And there's like a lot of people with fish, and just pretty much anything that doesn't need to stay dry is in this area. You see this like big guy. He's a younger dude, in his 20s, dark hair, clean shaven, and I guess maybe he walks like a bit of a hobble. I suppose missing a toe will throw you off a little bit, but he's picking up fish, chucking them in some ice.
Well, I hardly think he's holding an entire town hostage while he's off throwing fish.
And there he is.
Likely just lost a toe doing some sort of fishing accident.
Yeah, you never asked how he lost his toe.
No, his feet look a lot smaller than the footprints were described.
Right,
Definitely.
it should be much larger, very much larger, and I don't see hideous, heinous claws either.
He'll like wipe his brow and he'll like look over towards you guys like and like be kind of taken aback because you're staring at him. He's like, hi.
Oh, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt your day. In fact, we were just going, but while we have your attention, do you know of any monsters in this realm with large claws that perhaps preying on people and animals along the southern roads?
Just my mother-in-law. What
Could
did you
point
say?
this-
And the woman will start like hitting him with a broom.
Oh, he was being clever as well. I see. The people of this region are very clever indeed.
I often like to think so, yes.
Can I walk up to this guy and start there's
There's nothing I can do to stop you from doing that.
just start sniffing him a little bit? I kind of want to check.
It smells like fish.
I want to see what his see
make
if there's
good
any
stuff.
kind of hidden beastliness going on with him. Can I do a natural lore?
Yeah, you can do that.
roll?
So
Yeah,
where?
sniff- I
Wow.
sniffed him.
Wow, you really got a good whiff.
Wow, yeah, you did.
You got a good whip.
A 20 with 6 stunt
Yeah,
points.
good
You
whiff.
really smell them.
So you're pretty sure he's exactly 23. He smells like he's lived on this island his whole life. You could tell by just the grain of his hair and
He looks
and his scent.
24, but doesn't smell a day past 23.
Yeah, it doesn't smell a day past 23.
Thanks, guys.
But you know a lot about this guy. You know what he had for breakfast, that kind of thing. Like, you have creepy knowledge of this person, but you do not smell any bestialness of any kind.
Tony, let me just start by saying you need to clear your search history ASAP. Secondly, I'm sorry about your toe. Goodbye.
He'll look pretty confused at that, but they just keep telling everyone, huh?
Wait, so do I know how he lost his toe? I think I do.
When you're observing him and
Sniffed it
giving him
out.
a smell, we'll say he dropped something when you did that, and you just assume he must be clumsy. Probably dropped something up. Probably very anticlimactic kind of injury.
Hey, give me a low 10. Oh, you can't?
If,
He'll just like put his hands up and be like, "What did I do?" But yeah, are you guys done with 10 toes over here?
yes, yes.
Yeah,
So,
he's not the monster we're looking for.
It's a good lead though, man. I liked it. I liked the investigation. Good on you.
This is like our one-armed man from The Fugitive. Like, we're just gonna keep looking for dudes with 9 toes.
It'd be kind of funny.
off your shoes. Let me see him.
Head down to the local mosque because they'll all take their shoes off before they
The
go
skating
inside.
rink.
You guys all get part-time jobs at the skating rink. But yeah,
We spread out. Each one of us works at a different take your shoes off place. I'm over there working at a Foot Locker.
We just end up having day jobs in Fantasy Age.
This is so fun. Do any 9-toed people come in today and we all roll for it? It's like, nope, okay. See you guys next week.
Amazing.
oh boy,
That's what we want.
one of you goes rogue and just starts cutting toes off of people. Yeah. So that lead didn't go anywhere. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe this huntsman's been pretty helpful so far. Maybe we could convince him to take us where he found the tracks.
That is also an option. Yeah.
Do I roll for that?
You have to roll to convince him. Finding him's pretty easy. We'll say he's at the market now too. He's now he's selling the rest of the meat here.
Oh, mate. Why don't you help us be proper chuff? Why don't you help us find those tracks so we can find them beastie, alright?
Give me a communication check.
How'd it go? 14.
You rolled a 14. That's not bad. Not bad at all.
It's not bad at all. I suppose I could show you where I found the tracks. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad of a request. Maybe if you can do something about this, trade will open back up, and I won't have to try to peddle rabbit meat to the fish market. He'll stay like holding rabbits at the fish market. Sure thing.
Okay.
Are you ready to head out now?
Yes, I believe so. We were going to buy some supplies, but once we return, we've been given store credit and gift cards. So we are going to wait to make our purchases.
Something like
Okay,
that.
then. Yeah, I can take you in the woods. Hold on a second. He'll go like across the street to like where his little shack is, and he'll put the rabbits in like a smaller building near his house. It looks like some sort of smoke shack or something. But, all right. And he got his bow and arrows. He's like ready. We can head out if you're ready.
You lead the way.
Toyzilla Network. What up, Mr. Kapow? Thank you for the raid, Toyzilla Network.
Boy, Zilla Network, Mr. Kapow, you're the man.
Mr. Kapow is the man. Yeah, he'll lead you off south towards the mountain. You'll follow the path for the most part, but eventually you'll kind of break off the path. You'll start arcing towards where the path hits like the mountainous region. And he'll stop you. Here it is. He'll point. It's a very big footprint. It's like, what is that? It's like a few feet. It's like a 3-foot footprint kind of thing.
Like a 1 meter footprint.
Like a yard
Incredible.
footprint.
A yard print.
Yes. But yeah, he wasn't lying. It's definitely a giant footprint. Hate to see whatever made it, but I guess you aim to.
I'm
Here's
gonna
something.
look at the footprint and I'm gonna.
You smell
Does it smell? Does it smell like that guy from back at the market?
No, it smells. I'm getting a little bit of.
It smells really bad.
Really bad.
It smells really bad.
That's what a 16 got me,
You're doing it. Oh, you did natural lore.
right? Did I? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could know.
I want to track it.
Whatever it is, it definitely has quite the scent. It smells of. Has like this weird muskiness to it, mixed with blood. Whatever it is, it's definitely large. You imagine it's about. It's probably a good 9-10 feet, judging by the impression it made. And you feel. I guess you don't spend a lot of time on land, huh?
Me?
Yeah.
My character?
Yeah.
I feel like I do.
Spend some.
I mean, he lived on a boat.
No, on land.
Oh, I mean, but is the boat not kind of land? I can
No.
walk, you know,
No, but some land.
boat good as land, dude.
That's living on the sea.
It could be a few things. Come to mind. Giants are definitely among them. Seems too small to be a full giant. Could be an ogre. Could be a troll.
But can I not tell like where it went, and I can't track the footprints or any no Witcher senses?
Oh, you can tell which way it is. Yeah,
All right,
that way.
It's that way.
Good luck to y'all. He'll tip his head forward.
Oh, Rabbit Man, what's your name?
Philistine Bauer.
Philistine?
Huh?
That's been your name this whole time.
Yeah. Last time I checked. Yeah.
All right, well, bye, NPC.
Wait, you like Philistine?
Isn't that like unevolved? Like, isn't that like a bad thing?
I can be, yeah, but
Yeah.
one guy had to prove that right. Otherwise, I like the name Philistine. I think it's a good
Not
name.
a name.
It is a name.
Well, for sure.
Yeah, this guy's name's Philistine.
Sure.
That means it's the name. But yeah. So you follow the footsteps off into the woods. You're like kind of circling around a cliffside. The path is like right above you. You can't see it obviously because you're below it, but it'd be right there to your left. The right is all forest. Eventually, it you kind of come to cliffside again. You can see the water. You've been following this mountain like all the way around, kind of. You've been walking for a good while. Eventually, you do come to sort of like an indentation. You see parts of this cliff face are crushed and ripped. There's like rocks everywhere. You can see like obvious claw marks in the stone. And there is like a bit of looks like a cave right next to this ruptured stone. Outside the cave, you'll see the full corpse that looks like it's been eaten partially of a mule. And like a smashed like cart, just like everywhere. There's just like a bunch of junk and stuff all over the place at the entrance to this cave.
Damn, it looks like another dead end.
I mean, that's at least we know some. So we have some sort of lead on where these the goods, or what's been happening to the goods, where they've been going.
Hopefully there's nothing in that cave. That seems treacherous for us to walk into its home.
Well, it was treacherous for the people on this island already for it to walk out of its home.
Perhaps we should set a trap here and see if we can get him to come out and fight on our terms. Maybe we can push a large rock on its head or something.
Or maybe we can do what Phil did and set a snare.
Do we know what we're dealing with?
Oh, it's like this big. Something. It's got toes. That's enough.
Is it?
I don't hate the idea of putting a large snare outside the cave.
Yeah. And we do a stakeout.
We do a stakeout.
So for snaring purposes, I will reiterate like kind of the area. So it's a narrow ledge about 8 feet wide. You could stand side by side with each other, but it starts to get kind of tight. And it just follows this cliff as it goes up to the mountaintop. And then there's a cave just stuck right in there. There's a lot of debris on the ground from where this thing ripped up the rocks on the side of the mountain. Not sure where you want to put a snare. What you're playing here. Because typically a snare needs like to go somewhere and be tied to something. There are options, but I'm just wondering.
Definitely
To be honest
room
with
to...
you, if there's room, then you'll have to take the lead because while they work beautifully, I do not know how to set up a proper snare or most other traps for that matter.
I think there's definitely room to shove a giant rock down at him. This ledge is just wide enough.
That sounds more fun. You're right. So we're just to be clear, we're gonna, before we attempt to communicate with the creature, smash its head in with the rock.
Maybe after we attempt to communicate with the creature.
I think during. Maybe during.
Well, I guess it depends on how the communication goes.
Yes, we'll get 2 large rocks. We'll wait here. Someone calls the creature out. If it's not friendly, we crush it with the rocks. If it is, well then we don't crush it with the rocks.
Which one of you is going to make the climb?
I'll climb. That doesn't seem too difficult.
It's pretty high, but yeah, you could do it. Can you push a rock?
Sure.
I don't know how strong you are.
I don't know how strong I have to be.
It depends. It's your choice with what size rock you want to drop.
Sure, I can push a rock.
It's gonna be a very underwhelming rock that comes.
I mean, none of us have like 4 strength, right? None of us are the. Are you the strength guy? No.
No, I have fighting.
It's all good. So you start to climb this rock face. It's a good climb. And you'll notice that this damage seems to be continued up the rock. You're having an easy time because you're realizing this thing kind of made handholds for you. It appears that whatever lives in the cave has been climbing the mountainside as you climb it yourself. You'll get to the top after, like, it probably takes you a good 20 minutes. Who's gonna see if anybody's home?
I mean, I can.
Go
the only
ahead.
thing is, I can do beast talk or whatever. That's the only reason. If it ends up being a beast, but if it's like an ogre, I don't know if that counts. I don't think it does.
Beast talk.
Well, why don't you take the lead if it's something you feel like you might be able to communicate with, and I will back you up on it.
What?
Beast folk. Let's see. What's beast talk?
Or I don't. I had to put the actual name down, written down somewhere.
Let me just check it out for you. Let me just check it out.
Check it out.
You can speak and read
Beast
speech and the common tongue. Beast speech, I would
Right?
imagine, is the language of beast folk. Oh. So for you, I would equate that to your culture. You know what I mean? Your
They
people.
can speak fish people.
You can speak fish people.
Okay.
Which is
Underwater.
Subterranean.
Yeah, underwater. But yeah, so who's ringing the bell? Sorry.
Well, I'll also do it because I'm tank. Because I'm the tanky tank.
Okay. All right. It's your show, man. What are you doing?
Do we need to wait until nighttime or something?
Nighttime is fast approaching.
Okay. I'm gonna start rubbing kind of herbs and spices on myself and standing in front of the cave hall.
To like taste better?
I'm such a succulent little fish stick. Someone come crisp me up real good. Real nice.
You'll hear a noise coming from inside the cave. Sort of like a grumbling sound of something large. It doesn't really sound like an animal. Sounds like a gravelly man voice, like snoring in there.
Like he's asleep.
Maybe you want to go in and see if your spiced up fish self will be enough to wake him up.
Alright, I could try that. Yeah, that's a good idea. You guys, you stay, alright? I'll do it. Okay, I walk in. I approach.
So there's like a slight curve here. Not much. As soon as you're around the corner, you're stepping on like bones. Now you're starting to see like deer bones, people bones, that kind of thing. And lots of just debris from the wagon, various trade goods. There's like a ripped in half bolt of silk. Stuff like that, just strewn about. And then when you get in here, it just stinks. It smells terrible in here. But when you go around the corner, not too far off, you see something laying in this big pile of... It looks like a nest. It looks kind of like a nest. Just made of whatever. It's a very large creature, kind of like balled up. Bipedal, it looks to be. It looks very humanoid, with some elongated features. Like it has really long, spindly arms, and like a big nose, and sort of like these really pointy high ears. And it's just sort of like snoring there. But it kind of starts in its sleep sniffing the air. You'll notice next to its bed is a rather large axe.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know if you could lift it. Like, it's really big.
Oh, it's like too big.
It's huge. It's overly sized. Yeah.
Cool. How many toes does he have?
9.
Thought so.
Yeah,
Thought
he has
so.
9 toes. Yeah.
'Cause if he didn't, that would have been a lot going on.
There's 10. Ugh.
All right. I mean,
Be
I
funny.
prepared for battle, man.
You gonna wake it up that you're playing?
It seems like it's already waking up.
It's sniffing at you.
Foul beast, I have been tasked with stopping the attacks on this town. Now come out of this cave where you have the advantage and fight me and my 2 magic-wielding friends in an open area where we have the advantage. And then I run to the exit.
It'll rouse, and you can hear it getting up, and you hear it crack all the bones in its body, and then you hear it pick up the axe, and sort of you can hear it dragging as it starts to come out the cave. And it says something in some language you don't know. Sounds weird, but it's definitely language.
Oh, I don't know what he's saying.
You don't know what he's saying, no.
Nope.
Aaron, I don't think Aaron does. What language does he speak, Aaron?
I do not. Just common, I believe.
Oh, you only speak common? Damn.
I'm just a regular old human. Spent 22 years cloistered up.
That's fair enough. But yeah, it'll stand there talking at you. It'll ask something. It's like, it's just standing there, it's like, what? You right?
What? We just stand there looking at each other?
Yeah, he's just staring at you.
Well, this is not going how I expected it to go.
Yeah, you expected him to just attack you, right?
Yeah, it seems
Yeah,
there
it's
might
not-
have been some kind of misunderstanding. Perhaps.
It keeps saying the same thing over and over again. It sounds like it's getting angrier.
Or
more
maybe
irritated.
If we keep doing this, it'll attack us, and we could be justified in killing it. So just act natural.
Okay.
Thrilling. All right, it's going to. It'll step out of the cave and swing attacks at you. That seems to be what you want it to do.
I don't know what else. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want.
I was given the opportunity to attack it first, or set something up or do a thing, but just want to stand there and stare at it. That's fine. It's gonna swing its axe at you. What's your defense?
11.
As it swings the axe, I make my strength check to push the rock off the cliff.
Okay. It does miss with its axe, so that's good. You see it, cleave into the stone, way too deep. It's kind of terrifying. Yeah, you pushed the hell out of that rock.
Rolled an 18 with 6 stunt points.
Yeah, I see what
6.
you rolled.
Maximum. Almost a maximum roll. I would like to use all of those stunt points to crush that bastard.
An instant crush is no good here, I don't think. But you can definitely hurt the crap out of it.
I will do whatever you let me do
Okay.
with 6 stunt points.
Yeah, no, you managed to push a really, really big rock down on this thing, and it does hit him. And you hear just crunch as, bones snap. And there's well, Keon, you're pretty close. But are you both of you close to the creature? All right.
Yeah, by the time, Lawrence runs out, makes some distance, yeah, we're both pretty close.
You do a catastrophic amount of damage to this thing, Gary. It has a lot of health, though. And then, it also has a fun trait if you do more than 10 damage to it. Both of you two on the ground make a dexterity acrobatics if you have it check.
Oh, no. I got an 11.
An 11 and a 12. Oh boy, those are both failures. So as the blood hits like the ground in front of you, it starts sizzling, and then you both get hit by this thing's acidic blood. Let's see. I'll make Aaron and Kian. Oh, that's not too bad. Kian, take 4. No armor on that. And then Aaron, take 5. No armor reduction for this, as it is penetrating damage.
Did we heal up from resting
Yes.
at all? Or so we start at 35 again?
Yeah, you should be fine.
30. Got it.
But you both get splashed with acid. As this thing, like, you can see, like, its ribs are broken. This thing's messed up. Pretty bad.
Interesting.
Gary, you took him down to half. And if you knew how much health he had, you know that's a lot. So yeah, you crush this thing. It's trying to like pull the rock out of its own body. And then it's going to ready its axe again. But before we like jump into initiative order, that's where we're gonna take our break. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere.
We're not sponsored by anyone unless you want to give us money.
Alright, see you this Hey everybody, we're back with more Fantasy Age from Greenronin Publishing. I am still the Game Master Johanna.
I am the co-host Casualty CDG, but you can call me Casualty CDG, and I'll be reprising my role as Solwyn, the High Elf along for the ride.
I'm Erin Bombier, also Aaron Dippity Doo, and I am back to Belor.
And I'm Kian, your theme song composer, and I'm back as Lawrence Fishborn, but you can call me your new stepdad.
Wowzers.
Damn. Chill out there, young gravy. Jeez.
So, before we took the break, we had just killed that creature and saved the realm.
Yeah, what do you know? So the creature removes the rock from its crushed body. It looks like you broke its shoulder or something. You definitely messed it up. Blood went everywhere, and it's apparently acidic. We're going to go ahead and enter initiative order. So everybody go ahead and roll your dice. Your initiative dice. That's initiative dice for those of you that do not speak idiot.
Is there a button for that, or is it just like dexterity?
It's just dexterity, I think, but I'm trained in initiative, so for me, I have a thing.
Well, I'm trained
Yeah.
in something else.
Why'd you roll 1d6? Oh, he did. That was earlier. Okay. Oh, damn! 18. Get down with your bad self.
No joke.
I'm a lucky guy. Oh, I got a combat stunt, huh?
What'd you get, Gary?
My total roll
14.
was a 14. That's correct.
Alright, well, if one surprise round wasn't enough, all of you go before it goes. So, yeah, go ahead.
Do those stunt points roll over into combat, or it doesn't count?
I'll allow it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, it's on 30. 30 something for the combat ones. Ah, found it. Okay, so which arm did it land on? You said, well, so one side of his body is more kind of mashed in than the other side, right?
Yeah, I guess his left side.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to sever that arm,
Okay.
like so that I can retrieve that arm.
Oh, because of what Vampire Bite said?
I don't know what that is. My name is Lawrence Fishborn, and I'm in the middle of a battle, and that's what I want to do. So.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna roll. Fighting.
Hmm? Yeah, fighting.
Sometimes you gotta give the people what they want, Jahan.
That's a hit.
Yeah, and then damage 1d6 plus 2, and then plus 1 for dual wield. So 1d6
Yes.
plus 3.
Correct. What do you use those stunt points for?
I really would love it if 12. I did 12. I would like it if I could sever the arm. Let me see if there's. I think there is a dismemberment thing, right?
There has been.
I might have made that up. Oh, disarm. I took it too literally. Sorry. There's a disarm thing.
You can disarm him.
I'm gonna disarm him, but can I disarm his arm?
Honestly, it'd be better if he disarmed his axe. If I'm being completely
Okay,
honest.
I'll disarm whatever I can, but if I I'll disarm the axe. If I do that, that's 2 points, right?
Yeah, you spent 2 points on that.
Then I have 4. Your attack is so strong it affects 2 targets. Nope. No. I'm gonna create. Who's going after me?
Sorry, I think that's me.
Yeah, Aaron.
It's Aaron. Okay, then I'm gonna do skirmish. No, okay, I'm gonna do that last. I'm gonna do setup. You can create an opening ally can exploit. I pick Aaron, or I pick what's the name?
Belor.
Belor.
Belor. On their next turn, the ally receives a +2 bonus on the ability test of their choice. Okay.
You have
And
1
then
point
my last
left.
one. And then my last one, I'll do skirmish to get myself away from him, so the blood doesn't splash on me when we finish him.
It's not a bad plan. Yeah, so go ahead and do... You already did your damage?
Did my damage roll, which is 3, and then plus...
3, I believe, right?
3 plus 3, yes. Because, yeah. So 6.
You do a lot of superficial damage, but during all of that, you do manage to make him drop his axe. Which, if you were looking at his axe stats, you should be very happy that you did that. Aaron, you have been set up for an opening.
I have, and with my Morning Star probably out already, I go ahead and come around the flank side with like a twirl and then bring that Morning Star down. Plus 2 to that roll, right?
Yeah, plus 2 to that roll.
Which is good because my accuracy sucks. Oh, not that it mattered.
Big
That
hit,
is
6
18
stump
total.
points. Why are y'all rolling 6 stump points all the time? What's going on with that? I've never seen that happen before. 6 stump
trying to
points,
make
6
it.
stump points.
Exactly.
Yeah, these are the 3 party members who are going to roll shit hot. Wait till the other 2 join and it'll balance out.
Yeah.
I believe
Let's just make it a lethal blow with 5 points, and I'll do 3d6 damage.
Sounds good.
Shit. Oh, and then plus 3 for 18
Jeez.
points total.
18 points. So Fishborn comes in and just kind of knocks his stance wide. You just come in and crush it. Make a dexterity acrobatics check. Because you did a lot of damage.
That's right. Oh no, a 9.
Okay. Actually, because of his armor rating... No, you did 18? Jeez. Okay, yeah. So even after his armor rating reduces the damage, you still did over the threshold of damage to receive acid blood. So as you crack home, unfortunately, you're going to take 9.
9.
I rolled max. Yeah.
I guess I got what I deserved.
As you
Yes.
you slam your mace into this thing, just you get fountain sprayed with acid blood in your face. You're just like, ah! That sucks.
Yeah, I cry out with that one.
I bet.
And then, yeah. And then I go ahead and use my last stump point to skirmish up some distance.
Right? So y'all back up. Yeah, because Kian did that on his turn, he didn't take that acid blood, but he would have.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
So y'all have kind of like avoided. It's pretty smart what y'all are doing. Gary, it's your turn.
What up? I am trying to figure out the distance of a spell real quick.
Ooh.
I have.
Plunging.
I'm
plunging
kind of far, and I don't really want to jump off the top of this onto you guys. That's not my school of magic.
It can be.
Let's see. I have a spell. I'm sorry, I'm looking in the second book right now. The spell is Disorient, and it's a major action, and I don't think that it's touch.
Which
It would be in the second book. It would be in the compendium.
yeah, which school is it? Enchantment?
Illusion.
Okay, I'm there. Disorient, yeah. Spell type attack. MP3 test. Within 10 yards.
Within 10 yards, 30 feet. Am I 30 feet-ish?
You need to get a little closer, I think. You need to climb down, but I think you can climb down enough.
Can I drop down a ledge and then get right into that zone-ish?
Give me a dexterity acrobatics or a athletics check.
Gotta slide down the rocks first. Okay.
Yeah, you just slide down the rocks, and then we'll talk.
I'll slide down the rocks. I'm a rock sliding fella. I've rolled a 9. It's a pretty okay rock sliding check.
It's not the best.
It's not impressive, but
It's not impressive.
No
but it's-
Legolas over here.
No, it's not. I'm not awesome, but it's not bad.
Very
It's more of a
unelven.
tumble into position. Dare I say?
I mean, that's not very good. So you slide further than you mean to. I'm gonna say, instead of falling to your death, because that's lame, you're just kind of stuck. But you are in range.
Yes.
But you get
Those are the two things I wanted to hear.
You get 265 days or whatever that movie's called.
The one where I have to cut off my arm to get out from in between the rocks?
Yeah.
27 hours?
Yeah,
That's the one. 600 minutes.
James
What?
Franco should have to cut his arm off with a dull knife.
Was that James Franco?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
It is his best work.
I thought it was Gordon Levitt.
No.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna cast the thing. I'm gonna cast Disorient.
Mhm.
It's willpower versus a spell test. It's 12-ish. Yeah.
Target number's 11, yeah.
All right. Hell yeah. A target within 10 yards of you makes a willpower self-discipline test against your spell power. They fail, and the target takes a -2 to all tests and moves at half speed.
What is your spell power?
My spell power is 12.
Oh, look at this. Creature's willpower. Interesting. As you try to ensnare this thing's mind, it is surprisingly strong-willed. You can feel it as you touch its mind. And this is a good time to bring up some troll lore for this world, because you know what this thing is immediately when you see it, Gary. Trolls in this world are actually from the Fey realm. They were banished to the mortal plane like a long time ago, and they hate elves. The language you were speaking earlier was Elvish.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I know that one.
Yeah. If you'd been around, you would have been able to tell what he said.
Ooh, he's too far.
But he also would have been more hostile. But yeah. Sorry that didn't work out. It was my first good roll of the night.
Hey, no problem. So I'm up on this thing. I just pushed a rock, and then I tumble, sort of barely catch myself, stuck on a ledge now above where the cave lets out, and I cast something through my broken amulet that kind of crackles and fizzles and doesn't quite work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Real Gomer pile.
That's what's going on over here on my side.
Full metal jacket. Yeah, that movie's fucking. Yeah, so it's gonna go. It luckily does not have its axe. It is going. I need to work on my phrasing. I almost said it's gonna fist you, but it's gonna punch you with its fist. Well, you're equidistant. It's probably gonna go for the person that just rocked him, though.
Probably fair.
Not for the elf? Doesn't it hate elves?
It doesn't even really notice him yet. You know. Actually, it might. It can smell elves from like really far away.
Specifically.
Oh, it's your blood. You're not bleeding. But yeah.
That's correct. I'm not, but I'm almost bleeding because I slipped and fell on that. I could have cut myself on a sharp rock. That would have been crazy.
Do you want to have? I'll let
Hell
that.
yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome for like the cinematic version of this story.
Take 3 damage.
What color
Perfect.
is his blood? Is
You
it
do get
gold?
blood. It's red.
Red.
They still bleed red. Because they're not supposed to bleed in the first place. But as a drop of your blood drips down, all of you see him kind of sniff the air, and look around. Then it looks up, and it just tears ass up the hill at you. It just starts climbing. So this is a whole new encounter that I wasn't expecting. But this is fun. It's going to fist scary. All right, I did it. What's your defense, Gary?
It's low because I'm just not. It's 12. Is it safe to say that I got fisted?
For 10. It just you watch him just climb up this, like he jumps halfway up and just starts climbing, punches Solwyn like just right up against the rock face.
You dirty elf!
If I wasn't bleeding before, I am now.
He will call you elf scum in Elfish, as he does.
Or is it just me, or does that troll seem kind of elf racist?
Do they know each other?
Are they friends?
It is back to the top of the order, Fishborn. This combat got really cool really fast, actually.
But he's pretty far away now, huh?
He is. He's up the mountain. But you could probably
Right.
make the distance in a similar amount of time.
So all I can do on this turn is go there? Or, you know what I mean?
No,
I
you can
also
go
attack
there.
him?
You can also attack him, yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna do... What is it? Strong attack?
You got to do an athletics, strength, or a dexterity acrobatics check to get up there first.
Athletics, strength, or dexterity?
I let people do either, even though I don't think you're supposed to, but
I
just
don't have athletics, but what is that under? Is that
Strength.
dexterity? It's under strength. I have intimidation. Okay, I'll do dex.
I feel like you can dex up a mountain. Yeah, that's all right.
I did it.
You climb up.
I agree. From a game master perspective, athletics, acrobatics should be interchangeable for climbing.
Yeah.
But the rule of thumb, as it's written, is athletics is up, acrobatics is down.
Yeah, it's fair. But yeah, so you do make it to him, and then you get 6 stump points again somehow. Man, vampire bites. They need some churn up in here. Yes,
I'm
hashtag
sorry.
sphinctering.
I'm sorry the universe loves me, okay? It's not my fault. Maybe I was just made like this.
Yeah, what are you spending your points on?
6 points? I mean, so...
Keep
I mean,
in mind, you are on a cliff.
But it's almost out of health, right? We know that. It's definitely down to, like, at least a quarter.
You know that it was at half before Aaron hit it.
Its armor, it still has armor, or its armor is completely...
It still has armor, yeah. Armor doesn't go away unless you make it go away
Initiative.
through, like, pierce armor and armor ablation.
I'm gonna do lethal blow and skirmish. So I'm gonna do an extra 2d6. Does that mean...
The game master power up.
So
I got powered
do...
up?
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I know what I'm
I-
going to do with it. That's funny.
So I do my initial attack roll for damage, right? So 1d6.
Yeah, 1d6 plus 2d6
Four.
for
Oh no, 4 plus 3 because it's plus 2 plus 1.
plus
so
an
7.
additional 2d6 for your lethal blow.
And then 2d6 slash roll.
What would Robert say?
6. Robert's here. Hi, Robert.
No, during one of our games, he's like, "I'm gonna lethal blow this man," and we were like, "What?" I took a clip of it. It was a good one.
That's pretty good.
So you got 8 plus 3, so that's 11 damage. It's not bad. You do not hit over the blood threshold, so he does not bleed on you.
I mean, but he's already below half health, right? They keep bleeding?
So the way it works
Every time.
mechanically is if you do over a certain amount of damage to him, he'll shoot blood everywhere.
Gross. Alright, well, I already, oh, so I don't even need to do the skirmish then. I can spend the other point on something else. Make a 10, choices, I'm gonna stay aware.
That's
And
a good
I'm
one. Oh.
Make a TN11? What is TN11?
Target number 11 perception test. So you're trying to do a
Okay.
perception test and hit an 11 or higher.
Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. Perception. Nope.
You look down. You're like, that's a long fall, and that's what you're aware of. There you go.
I probably shouldn't fall off this cliff. What an
Prob-
epiphany.
Probably shouldn't. Aaron. Miss
Guys.
Baylor.
So yeah, so I don't chase after this thing personally because my flesh is looking pretty melted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend a second to restore my own beauty with a healing touch,
Okay.
and I'll go ahead and spend 2 magic points to roll 2d6. Actually, first I have to do the thing.
Your vanity has been harmed, and you feel your goddess's power washing over you to restore your beauty. Yeah. You got a power thing. You got a power stunt point. Power stunt points are a little different.
Ooh, yeah, you gotta check those.
Those on a different page, Gary?
They are. They're in. I know for sure they're in with the magic stuff. They're not
So it's
with the
funny.
other ones.
Every Thursday, they do third stage on Green Ronin's channel at about 4 o'clock Central Standard. And I had submitted a question about the system, like, is there a better place to see the ball? Blah, blah, blah. But Owen had technical difficulties today, so they had to cancel. I was like, no, I needed to know before my game. Yeah, with 1, you could do powerful casting, increases spell power by 1. I don't know if spell power really affects healing touch, though, does it?
I don't think so. No, it doesn't. Which is
Unfortunate.
honestly fine. So I don't
Whatever,
really
heal 1 more point.
Sure.
I think I'm okay with that. I feel like that's fair. Yeah.
Let me just roll it and 10 points. And then do you want me to roll another d6 for that little bonus, or just like a
Oh no, just like an
number?
additional 1.
Additional. Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little,
And there's
little
still
sliver.
some. Yeah, there's still some raw flesh, but I'm looking back to my normal self,
Good.
as was Shalia intended.
Yeah, you were pretty hurt. Hey, this thing climbed up the cliff and punched you, Solwyn. What are you gonna do?
Man. I only have some little spells, the little spellsies. My spells don't do a lot of damage. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a minor action to cast displacement on myself, and then I'm gonna use my full action to try to shove him off this cliff and hope that gravity takes care of the rest.
Yeah, displacement. You create the illusion that you or another subject you touch when you cast a spell are about a yard away from your actual position. So you gain +2 defense against melee attacks and +5 defense against ranged. Attacks targeting an area are unaffected so long as you're in the area. Any attacker who has missed the subject at least once while displacement is in effect can make a perception check. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah, you seemingly move away from the thing past the cliff, but you're still stuck in the wall, which I think is hilarious. That's really cool. And then you're going to try and push him?
Yes. So now it's just like a kind of blurry me that's not quite where I am, off step, off kilter, and then he's going to get shoved from sort of the side where he's not expecting it to come from. Oh, come on, strength check, don't fail me now.
Why did it give you a total of 0? It's weird. But yeah.
It is weird, right?
Strength check.
Strength check. Oh, that's a big fat 9. Let me re-roll that 1 with that boon I had earlier.
Okay.
It's gonna make it a 10.
So you push this thing and you're like, yep, that's a troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna stay right there, aren't you, troll? Yep.
Yeah, I thought that might happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't budge an inch. I mean, it's his good stat, you know. But still, I love the displacement, man. It was pretty good. It is its turn. I've been given a Game Master power-up, and sometimes I just kind of do whatever with it.
It's not alarming or anything.
Yeah, it's a little
The
scary.
troll picks you up and it eats you.
Game
It
up?
says, I love Elf. And it's
You know, that
very
happens.
happy.
Happens
you
in
hear-
Dragon's Dogma.
You hear some crunching and some click, click as its arm starts to fix itself, and some of his wounds start to close a little bit. And then he's gonna punch. I guess. No, he's still gonna go for the elf. Yeah. Jesus. All right. How much did you get plus?
+2 now, so now I have a 14 defense.
14. 15.
No, not 15.
Sorry.
14. No, not 15. That's crazy.
9.
Oh, 9? That's
Yeah.
great.
I like that. Do
This
you know
thing
why I like
swats you against the side of the thing. Why does it put you down?
that? 0 exactly.
Oh, cool. So, your displacement illusion vanishes as you see him hanging from one arm limply on the cliffside.
Is he dead? Your health just hit 0?
It hit 0. He's not
buddy,
dead.
I'm not dead yet.
He's unconscious, though.
Okay.
He's
not dead
dying.
yet. Unless I get eaten by a troll.
Ugh.
He's still alive, but he's barely breathing.
Ugh.
Solwyn, no.
Yeah, he's just dangling there. Good thing your arm was wedged in the rock, otherwise you would have fallen. Cliffside fighting's dangerous.
Now it's like 127 hours.
It is now Fishborn's turn.
Alright, man. We're gonna finish this dude, man. We're taking him down.
Get him.
We're taking him down. Fight.
That's a hit.
And... Damage. 6.
As you stab him, you just like feel his wound almost close around the tip of your blade as you recoil pretty quickly from it.
Who gave you this power up?
What do you think?
Do I have the power to ban people from chat?
It was vampire bites. They're pleased.
Et two vampire bites?
Yeah, it kicked in that ancient troll DNA from the old times when they could regenerate. Because normally they can't anymore, but sometimes they can. Yeah.
Is that really?
Well, that's how it works in my game. Aaron.
Okay, so... Alright, so I'm going to scrabble up as close to Solwyn as I can get. Do I need to do a dexterity or associated roll?
Yeah.
Okay. And actually, I'll make it a strength.
Yeah.
But +1 either way, but this is a good time to mention as Balor's climbing this, you notice their form has this like their body is like not beefy per se, but very much toned. You can tell that Balor is taking the time to while they're in their cloister to become a little bit buff.
Been doing Pilates.
11. Doing Pilates. Oh, 11 and then 3 stun points. If that counts in this instance.
11. Yes, it does count. That does hit.
Nice.
Amazing. Would that be a combat stunt or
Combat stunt, yeah.
different kind?
You're climbing.
I'm
yeah.
climbing up the hill.
You can use it in combat. Yeah, you can have it carry over. That's fine.
Okay, cool. So then once I clamber up here, if I can do it all at once, we'll drop my chakra thing that I was holding in my offhand onto the chain that usually it rests on waist. Retrieve the healer's kit and you do a heal as a minor action.
Nice.
For my focus, or I forgot what that's called.
Talk about under duress.
That's pretty cool.
Clamber up there, pull it out really quickly, start to try and set the ribs, stabilize some of that busted bone. How the heck do I do that? What do I roll? Like flipping through this book.
A guessing man would guess intelligence.
Yeah, might be
mixed
intelligence.
with medicine.
Probably intelligence medicine check if you got it.
Where's my... Oh, I didn't put it down. My ttrpg, I didn't write it down, but let's just do the 10.
Do you have medicine trained?
I have that, yeah, I forgot what it's called. I don't know why I didn't write it down. The ttrpg or whatever it's called.
Oh, right, you do have that. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Let me. It might be in that.
That's why I can do it as a minor. That's what gives me the ability to do it as a minor.
Gotcha. Let me see if I can't help you out here. Let me see if I can't give it a little gander. Get a little look-see-loo.
A little look-see. Heal
for
and
sake of
concentration.
ease, yeah, you're good. You do have healing train, so you're able to stabilize them.
Okay.
You come back awake with 1 HP, Gary.
And then I will use my major action to keep the hands on, and through the wounds of the bandages that I just threw on there really quick, we're going to put forth the power of Washalia and try to mend and restore Solwyn's brightness.
That is a success. I like how it's all built into the roll. It's so much easier for me.
We'll do 3 points, magic points, to get you 8 more hit points.
Look at that. I'm back on my feet now.
You're back
Thank you.
to the exact health you were when you got knocked out.
This time, don't get hit.
Easier said than done.
What?
Knocked down.
But he gets up again.
You're never gonna keep him down.
You're never gonna keep him down.
I don't know if I could do it this time, but like if I could, I would help him up and be like, "Come, Solwyn, the fight's not over yet."
Oh yeah, Baylor climbs up the
These
cliff
damn
face.
trolls.
And gets you
There's a
up.
reason we banished them all in the first place.
Meanwhile, the troll's like about to punch you again.
Yeah, he is. It's your turn, Gary. You actually get a turn.
Oh, Let's see. This is going to be. What's your weapon, Keon? What's your character uses his weapon?
I have 2 short swords in my hands.
2 short swords. That's right. I think what I'm going to do here is enchant weapon. That's my major action for Belor. I'm going to, while you heal me, I'm going to grab that mace and enchant it. I'll whisper some arcane elven words under my breath. I know usually divinity guides you, but hopefully this time the Fey magics will take care of it. Smash that damn troll.
I'm reading it real quick.
I'm gonna try to just get away. I'm gonna. Does this game do opportunity attacks, or is that just like a Dungeons
No,
and Dragons
it does not
thing?
do opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
No, there's no threat range or opportunity attacks in this game.
I'm gonna get away. I'm gonna try to run right the hell away, because I don't want to get hit again.
I'm gonna use my game master power up to opportunity. No, I'm just
Spread
kidding.
out, spread out.
Try to free yourself first.
Oh, that's right. I've got my arm in a
You're
sticky
not-
situation.
You're not like badly stuck, but you are stuck. Yeah, see,
Roll
that's
the
fine.
13 dexterity.
Yeah,
to
you
wiggle
just
out.
you kind of wiggle your arm. Like now that you're like in this new position, you're like, oh, I can just kind of slide it out, and then you climb away. Absolutely. So you do create some distance. It is its turn.
But Laura, your weapon now has a +1 to attack and damage rolls.
Amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
I like it, man. You took some cool spells. All right. It's the troll's turn. It is going to probably attack the closest person this time, because y'all are climbing all over this cliff face. It's getting kind of wild. He's going to attack. He'll attack Fishborn. Fishborn's right there. Fishborn, you got hit.
Nice.
Now I'm
No
getting.
question.
Yeah, no question at all. I got 2 6s here. One of them's in the sexy place.
What?
Yep. So that means it's only going to be a lot. All right, 6. You have any armor?
4. What does my armor penalty get in the middle of? Just magic?
Yes.
Your armor penalty would get in the way of like stealth checks, I think, and acrobatics checks. But since you're a fighter, you're proficient in that, and proficiency gets rid of those disadvantages.
Yeah.
Or some part of your build gets rid of those disadvantages.
Something like that. What did you say your armor was again?
4.
4. Okay. Take. So this thing just like pushes you into like a sharp rock or something. There's something like right there. It jabs up into your ribs as you take 12 damage after armor. Yeah, this thing, he just, like, he lets out, like, a mighty roar, just, and everybody feels it. The whole cliffside shakes, because I did a lethal blow to you just now.
Thanks.
You know what? It's going to use its last point to skirmish away. It's going to start pursuing the elf. But it is Fishborn's turn. I wasn't expecting this epic cliffside battle like this. Y'all climbing up here was the coolest thing ever.
I still have 19 health, so I'm not tripping too hard. Oh, and I have what's everybody's health at? Gary's at, or Soul One's at 9.
Yeah.
I'm at 22.
You're at 22. Oh, okay, so we're chilling for now. But yeah, I do want to slip Gary that healing potion if I can. Is that my action?
You can no. That's a minor action at best.
Okay, so well, can I do the minor action and then major action attack again?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You climb after the troll.
As far as our boons go, can I use those to re-roll my damage dice or roll additional damage dice? Or is it just for
so boons are pretty arbitrary. There's not a set way to use them in this specific game, so I've been letting you guys just re-roll any one dice. So yeah.
Okay, so re-roll. I can. Okay. Fighting. Oh wow.
Oh no.
Would you like to re-roll that one there, bud?
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll it. So just one.
Much better. That is a hit.
Yep,
Cool.
12 altogether. Looking good.
That's a hit.
He's not the hardest to hit, yeah.
So I hit him, and then we do our damage.
Thank you, chat, for booning my players so they can do cool stuff.
And I'm gonna re-roll that one with my other boon.
You can just, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. Neither amount hurts him, so that's okay.
Cool.
You feel you're just not doing a lot of damage on him. You might want to try like something else. You're just like you're not sure if it's immune to short swords or what, but it seems like it's just bad luck. Aaron, your turn. You did successfully pass the health potion off to Soul One, though.
Okay, so from this cliffside, I'll just say, Fishborn, don't move. And I'll reach over and, with the bandage pack that's still kind of there, use another minor action to heal Fishborn. So that worked. And then it is intelligence plus the stunt die for 2 hit points.
Hey, thank you.
No problem. As I put a band-aid on you.
Wait, what's your intelligence?
+1. Or 4 points.
So yeah, you heal
I don't know
4
what I
points.
saw there.
Yeah. That's why I was
Perfect.
confused for a second too.
Heal for 4?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Heal for 4.
And Gary, that
Yeah,
means you
just-
probably have an additional 3 health points as well, sir.
Hooray!
Oh yeah, that is true.
I only gave you 1 earlier. I didn't know. But yeah.
And then,
Oh no.
and then I look at my Morningstar head and just imagine how glorious and wonderful it's going to be when I remove another one of these things' toes, and I go for one of the feet, and literally smash that Morningstar down. In theory.
Hit.
Hey.
Stump points. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Amazing. Yeah, we're doing the lethal blow because, of course, why not? Even if I get covered in burning blood. So.
Oh yeah. This thing's a big old lose monster. Honestly, he doesn't look that bad on paper.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's 16 points of damage total.
Damn.
Wow,
All right.
big roll,
As I
big roll.
try to take out another couple toes and
Oh.
maybe half the foot.
Did you remember to
plus-
add your
plus
free
1.
plus? Yep,
Yeah,
plus
plus
1.
1, so it's
Oh.
17 points of damage and another smash from this Morningstar.
What's his health? Ooh, that's exciting. All right. He looks pretty messed up. You crack his back, and he erupts into just blood that gets aerosoled by the sea breeze. Everyone make a... I'm going to have it, because of the wind factor that's whipping up right now, I'm going to have everyone make one, but the damage will be less if you do fail it. Because his blood's aerosoled.
Can we say that, like, his pinky toe is now very flat and became a red mist that aerosoled us all?
No, gross. Yeah. All right. Fishborn, take 3.
Yay.
And then, unfortunately, Belor, take 3. But, Solon, no problem there, buddy.
Hey, and I got stump points.
Yeah, they can carry over. That's fine. Because
I got some too.
it is your turn.
Isn't there like a make an opening stunt to give an ally a +1 to hit?
Yeah, it's called making
That's
an
what
opening.
that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm going to
I was
give
kidding, it's called set.
I'm gonna give Belor a +1 to hit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to grab this thing. Do I want to grab it? No, I'm gonna get its attention. I'm gonna scream Elven at it, and then run.
Don't forget, all mages have the ability to throw mage bolts.
Yes, I'm gonna scream Elven at it to get its attention and then run. So
What do you
she'll
say?
have a plus to hit it. Hopefully, I can give her another +1 by luring it here, and then she'll have a +1 from the weapon. So I'm trying to give her a +3. What I say, I don't want to call it scum because it called me scum. You filthy troll bottom feeder! You'll never finish off an elf. And then I'll run.
Yeah, it'll chase you. It doesn't like that. He starts saying what he's gonna do to you. I'll rip off your ears and put it in my stew. I'm going to bite off your toes one by one as it comes thundering in behind you. Its wounds a little better for the wear, but not quite that much. I got another power up, so I'm gonna use it for the troll's blood to reactivate once more. Thank you, Captain Grimley. That's your wife,
Yeah,
Gary.
thanks.
That's your
your
wife.
wife?
Yeah.
That's
I
been
think
her this whole time?
Yep, man. She likes to give Jahan the power to make our lives a living hell.
She usually
Nice.
shows up at critical moments. So you can probably see Gary sweating or something. It's like, I better
It's
tune in.
exactly, yeah, whenever my health drops below half, she's like, time for GM power-ups.
Really funny. It's going to, yeah, it's chasing you, so why not? It's going to smush the elf. What's your defense?
You can't hit me. Not even if you roll a 10
I might have actually missed now.
or a 12.
Are you made out of
Can't
Laffy
even-
Taffy?
You can't
Ha!
even hit me if you roll a 12.
Smash! He smashes right next to you. But it's pretty butt puckering.
Yeah, it is.
Or sphinctering, if you will.
Yeah.
That's the word.
As he smashes next to me, I'm so scared I sphincter my pants into my own butt.
There you go. Fishborn. This thing looks very hurt. You see some of its wounds close a little bit, but it's still pretty hurt. And they keep moving in one direction across the cliff, so now the troll and Solwyn are no longer hanging over a ledge. There's just jagged ocean rocks below them now. Because in my mind, you just keep moving this way.
I'm gonna go in for another attack, even though Lawrence Fishborn is definitely starting to have a crisis of faith in himself, because he can only wield short swords that don't do any damage because he's so weak. But he resolves to do push-ups at camp later. Yeah, I'm gonna attack again. Oh, do my stun points carry over from that evade earlier, or just
Your check was a fail, so you don't get stun points.
Understood.
But
Gary?
you might have a +1 to hit because I have this thing, attention.
Yeah, he hits. Either way.
Yeah.
The hitting is no problem for Lawrence Fishborn. How hard are we hitting him is the question.
Oh, your weapon's having a hard time breaking through the armor.
Yeah, because he just has, like, tough skin.
Oh, nice. +2. So I hit him for 3, baby, which means...
Chink.
It tears through his skin, and he's dying, and you did it.
You like drum on his back a little bit, unfortunately. But hey, you're still there and around, and he is hitting you, so it's good stuff. Aaron, Baylor.
Okay, so seeing the opportunity that Solwyn gave me, I'm going to run up and go for another swing with this Morning Star and try to finish it off a little bit. Health-wise, how are you looking? You're still looking pretty bad, right, Solwyn?
I am not bleeding, but I'm looking pretty bad.
You're looking pretty bad. Okay.
He's all bruised up, scuffed up. Yeah.
Duly noted. But I gotta take this opportunity, so I jump in and swing. +3, right? Beer for the stunt and the other thing? Cool. So 15 and 5 sub points, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's enough for lethal blow.
Is there some kind of push? Let me see.
There is.
Can I
There
hit him
is.
so hard he stumbles off the cliff?
There
Long
is
story short.
knock prone, which in this
Oh, knock
instance would be very bad for him.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for another kind of lower one, and this time hit like right behind the knee as it's coming after Solwyn, and I come up behind it and smash for, let's see how many points that is gonna be. 8 points of damage. Into the back of the leg to knock him prone. How many points did that take? 2?
No, it took 2. Yeah, you want to spend your other 3? You can do lightning attack, where you got to make a second attack, or mighty blow for 2, an extra d6.
I can throw a mighty blow on it, and just because of the nature of the armor, you know, I want to get that extra punch in.
Oh yeah, you can do pierce armor. Yeah.
Oh wait, pierce armor's the thing?
Yeah, pierce armor.
yeah.
So the target's armor rating is halved, rounded down for that attack. So you're like targeting a weak spot.
Yes, perfect. That's perfect then. We'll just do that.
Alrighty, so in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, you smash this thing. It does fall. I'm going to let it try to not fall. But, of course, now I don't roll great. Damn you and your house, elf, he'll say in his... I mean, it's a rough elfish. But, yeah, you'll see him smash up against the rock as, like, one's just sticking through his torso. And the waves just kind of take him away.
Brutal.
He was so
That
close
was
to
beautiful.
death so many times. Yeah, I wasn't
Just
going to...
just laying there on my back as he goes tumbling over the cliff. Ugh.
Yeah, I was
Wipe the sweat from the brow.
on the fence about giving him regen, and then I got 3 power-ups. I was like, I'll just let him do a regen for a power-up. And so he would have been dead a little while. That was a rough fight. That was fun, though. I imagine...
I'm just glad that we all contributed equally, and I'm thankful that I did such a good... you're welcome.
Lawrence, you played an excellent part in
I know.
a beautiful battle. Thank you.
I already knew that. Thank you, though.
Wish Shelly had noticed.
Well, I am interested, even though I can't wield it yet, I am interested in this axe that he had earlier.
You all climb down to the cliffside. The axe is still sitting there from where you disarmed him. Yeah, see, that's one of the things you did. You disarmed him. He was only doing his fist attack, which does a d6
It's a big deal.
plus 7, because that's his strength. The two-handed axe does 4d6.
+7.
Does 4d6. If you hadn't disarmed him, he probably would have one-hit everybody.
That big rock really was a good move.
Now that, yeah, the big rock also halved his health. Halved. Yeah, so you guys, everything you did...
You know what? Damn it! It was a team effort.
It was a team
It
effort,
was.
yeah.
It
It
was.
was very much a team effort.
Somebody got
But
our-
now you guys are standing outside this troll hole.
Well, first things first, can I roll a d6 plus my intelligence to bandage everybody?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do one for each. But other than that, once I'm done bandaging you all, we should see what we should see if the mayor's daughter made it up to the mountain safely, or if she was eaten by this troll. So I'll heal for 5. Lawrence, you heal for 6, and Solwyn, you heal for 8.
Thank you.
6.
It's nice to have a healer around. So, yeah, you did see some human bones in the cave. You're not sure if it's like the daughter or something. You didn't really check. There's also just animal bones, all kinds of stuff from the cart. Goods and services. There's no services, just goods. But, you know.
Exhausted the services. Well, if there's nobody here, then was there a path back there that led to the town?
So if you follow the cliff back around to where you found the footprint in the first place, you can then rejoin the hill. What it looks like what's happening here, now that you guys have kind of seen everything, it looks like he's been climbing up the cliffside to the path and just, like, waylaying travelers.
Gotcha.
I didn't put him under a bridge, though, because I'm not a hack. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Bridge trolls are pretty fun. I like them.
I prefer the trolls that guard boys' souls.
You gotta pay a troll toll to get to the boy's soul.
Mm-hmm.
Boys' soul.
The boy's soul, yeah. So y'all leave. Okay. So, did you pick up the axe? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
It's massive. It is massive. But yes.
Yeah. I can't wield it, but I'll take it.
That's fine. I mean, it's a good trophy either way. Yeah, y'all make it back to the... You just follow the cliff, make it back to the path, no issue. And you follow the trail into the mountains. There is a bit of a obscuring fog as you travel up this way. Eventually, you get to the base of the town. You're looking up, you can see it built up into the mountain. And there are, you see a couple people outside.
We remember the name of the mayor.
From back in Troutwater?
John Mayer.
No, they're not doing that one again. His last name is Mayor Hazelwood.
Hazelwood, that's right, yeah.
Nixon Hazelwood. Oh, his name's
Oh, no.
Nixon? Jeez.
You didn't come up with this name?
It's interesting.
This guy's canon?
No, it's not canon. Everything's canon. Michael Powell, new like. Thanks, Michael Powell.
Michael Powell?
But yeah, Mayor Hazelwood.
Gotcha. So then we should be asking about for Miss Hazelwood, the daughter of Mayor Hazelwood, from Trout's Water.
Yeah, if you want to. Where do you want to ask? So there's the first building up on the hill is a 2-story building with a little lantern burning above the door. It has a sign that looks like a dragon on it.
Let's try that one.
Is
Might be
this
an inn.
town, is it like empty, like right now, other than this building? Is it like a general hubbub about this place?
No, they're not really. You see a couple of people walking around. They're just kind of walking real slow, off in the fog. Everything's kind of obscured by this light mist. But you only see like 2 people. Are you going to go inside this building, though? Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
You go inside the building. There'll be like a pa-ting, like as you hit a bell by the door. You hear someone like scuffle, like all of a sudden, like moving really quick, like they're scrambling. Yeah, yes. You see somebody like peek up from behind the desk. It's an older gentleman with older, bespectacled, bald gentleman. He has like the hair on the side, gray hair. Yes. How can I? What do you want?
Well, we just came up from Troutwater. I hope I'm getting the name of that town right. But they were speaking that their shipments and communications with your town had been interrupted. Nothing's been heard from your town in some time down there.
Troutwater?
Troutwater, yes.
Never heard of it.
I'm sorry. What is this place for? This building? What do you do here in this establishment?
He looks around. I don't know.
That's concerning. Looking around, what does it seem? Can I sort of kind of identify?
It's
Is it like a
definitely
tavern or-
it's definitely an inn.
An inn. Okay, cool.
You see a common room. There's a fire there. You don't smell any food cooking, but there's a fire burning in the hearth. No one else is in here. It's deserted.
Tell me, friend, what do you last remember?
Yes. You came in here.
I see. Nothing before that, then.
He he's moving very slowly, like he's in a haze, and he looks behind his desk. I was back here. He points, and I feel like, and then he just kind of starts looking up at the ceiling. And then he goes to like sit back down underneath the counter.
What is could you tell me your name?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
It's
My
nice
name
to
is
make your
Belor.
acquaintance. Belor.
Yes, what is your name?
He thinks for a while. I believe they call me Old Man.
See. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna pause and then look to the other members.
Yeah, you're not sure what's
actually.
going on. He might just be senile. You have no idea.
Old man,
Yeah.
who governs the people of this town? I should like to speak to their leader.
This town is ruled by nightmares. He'll say, like, he'll get suddenly fearful. And he seems like he's starting to remember things. Like, you can see memories coming to him. And he's like starting to shake a little bit. He has like the 1,000-yard stare.
I hope that's not true. I wanted to have more time. Well, I'll tell you what. Sign us up for 1 room. 2 rooms. We may need to stay the night. We're going to poke around the town for a bit.
Room? He looks behind him at all the keys on the wall. Room. Then he looks at the ceiling again.
All right, that seems
I'm
all
afraid-
sorted out then.
I'm afraid we don't have any room at the inn. His voice kind of gets a little deeper at the moment.
All right then. Thank you for your time and safe travels.
He just sits there, like leaned forward, staring at you over his glasses.
To my allies, I think there's some sort of foul magic at play here. This place seems to be shrouded by an unnatural fog.
Here you might be right.
maybe it's not best to stay the night here. We could fall victim to the same fate.
I'm afraid whatever was plaguing them on the road might have been unrelated to what plagues them here in this town.
The old man stops
That's-
staring at you, and he slowly starts looking up again.
If we look up, do we see anything where he's looking?
He's looking at the ceiling.
There's nothing there?
No.
Okay.
Well then. Yes, yeah, I think you're right. Something is definitely. See, whatever that troll on the road was only a part of the problem.
Perhaps we should return to the ship and inform the others.
That is how I
Come.
feel, yes.
Yes.
Well, we've cleared the road at least, so it should be easier to get here next time. And we have the trophy, the troll's axe, to prove that we've done so. So that might be able to get us enough to buy what we need to at the shop in town before our second trip.
Yes, I think our. Yes, indubitably. I think our little skiff was halfway between both villages anyway, so shouldn't take too long.
All right, let's make haste and return to the ship before nightfall.
Yee? That's what Lauren does.
That's what we're gonna do.
So you're gonna leave?
We're gonna
For
come back
now.
to the party.
Mm-hmm.
The old man isn't paying attention to you. He's looking at the ceiling. Still.
Alright, we're gonna go. Remember to eat food and drink water. Okay?
He'll slowly
Goodbye.
look. He'll slowly look back at you. No,
It's gonna be
no,
fine.
no! You mustn't. You mustn't go.
Why not?
You mustn't. He just kind of looks distant again.
Alright.
Here, come. Let's give this old man some peace.
He starts to come out from behind the counter, and he just stands at the base of the stairs, looking up.
Those are stairs that go upstairs.
Hmm? Just a lot of weird behavior. He's gonna keep doing it till you go. He's gonna keep doing weird shit.
Before we leave, should we go upstairs and see if there's anything up there? Just, in case.
Yeah,
In case it'll be too late by the time we get back. Yeah, okay. I'll look at the old man and then
He's
kind
just staring up there.
of go past him.
As you move to go past him up the stairs, right? That's what you're doing?
Mhm.
He suddenly becomes very animated, grabs you by both shoulders, and starts yelling, "You mustn't go! You mustn't go upstairs!" As he just starts yelling in your face.
Okay, all right. And I try and get his arms off me and calm down, to some degree. Back up a little. We won't go upstairs. We'll go get help.
He calms out of this and starts to go back behind the counter.
I'll share a glance with Lawrence and Solwyn. And then nod, I guess,
You can carry. That spook you, man?
No, I'm just like, we need to go upstairs. 100%. So when we go outside, we just see if there's a window open, right? And we just climb right up there?
Oh, for sure. Alright.
We should just go outside and then make loud footsteps like we're walking away.
Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, clip clop. That's the sound of us walking down the way.
As you walk back outside, it's dark out now completely, but the fog obscures the sky. You can't see the stars or the moon. You can just make out in the faint lantern light a couple figures standing around. The inn sits at the base of like another raised area. You can go around both ways to get further into the town. It sits right there at like the crossroads. One way leads to one part of town, the other way leads to another. And you see just a couple figures just standing around. They're not moving now, though. They're just kind of like staring at you. There's like 3 of them. All different places.
I believe we've been noticed.
Just act
Yes.
natural.
I still suggest we get the hell out of here.
Yeah, what is your plan? Yeah, where are you going?
Return to the ship with haste.
Yes.
Yes.
And come back tonight. I feel like we don't have a lot of time.
We will go and we will get the wizard and the rogue from the ship, the orc. And we'll bring them back, and with our numbers, maybe then we can turn the tides. It seems this entire town might be under some sort of spell, and I don't like those odds with just the 3 of us.
You head back on down the mountain, back into the forest. The fog spreads all the way back down the mountain, down to the forest. You finally come out of the forest, and in front of you is the town. The town at the top of the mountain. Before you lays a 2-story inn with a sign depicting a dragon.
We went up the mountain?
You went down the mountain, and you are now back at the same town in the same place.
With the dragon.
It seems
They're
as though we can't go anywhere.
The magic is very strong here. But it must be a source. Something powering this. It is unnatural.
As you guys get back to this mountain on the top of the town on top of the mountain for the second time, that is where we're going to end things for this week. Thank you everyone for watching. If you want to see what's wrong with this town on the top of the mountain, tune in next Thursday at 8 Central Standard until 11. No Imagine Dragons Vampire Bites. No. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. We're Fresh Out the Box. I'm the Game Master Johannanan.
I am the co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast. It's me, Casualty CDG. Check out Fresh Out the Podcast. We've got like 200 episodes and thousands of downloads, and everybody loves us, and we're the best in the world. You will like our podcast. And if you like tabletop games, then you will like our other show, Fresh Out the Box. That's this one. It's every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. We pretend to be other people and roll dice to see what happens. Thank you for being here.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Tomorrow night we have a special guest. The legendary ttrpg writer Ian Lemke will be sitting down with us once again to discuss his new pet project, Nevermore, a gothic Edgar Allan Poe inspired TTRPG that utilizes a deck of cards, which is just oh so fun. So tune in tomorrow, same time, same place.
Sounds awesome. I've been Erin Bombier, also Erin Dippity Doo, game designer with Adventure Sling Productions, co-host of the Adventure Sling podcast. Still cranking out new Varden. Watch that quick start soon. And otherwise, you can catch me here every other Wednesday and on the Thursdage, as we do.
Been Keon, your theme music composer. You can check me out on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube, TikTok, and everything. Just look up Keon. K-I-Y, always hate Nazis. I want you to stay fresh and get out of that box.
Stay fresh, everybody.